while since I've posted. I think the last time I posted was February 14th. It's now March 31st. A lot has happened. My mom fell and broke her hip. She was in the hospital. She was transferred to a skilled nursing facility where she currently resides. I don't want to get too much into it. I'm learning that the more personal stuff I tell about myself, the more likely there are, unfortunately, folks, entities, who knows what, out there ready and waiting to use whatever information I divulge to use it against me. But anyway, she's in a skilled nursing facility, and that's where she will stay until she decides. She's well, but she just doesn't want to take any initiative into her own recovery. So it's interesting. I just reread the chapter that I read before I got on here, which was about the 8th chakra, and they mentioned in that chapter about caring for an elderly parent, which was interesting, and what chakras might be coming into play. And upon reflection, it's definitely my heart chakra, you know, loyalty and love. Definitely not monetary. But there's also my solar plexus comes into play because I need to be able to take care of myself and do what's best for me. I have a tendency to give and give and give and give and give and support others and support others and support others. Be there and encourage others and help others. And I don't do the same thing for myself. And then I'm left depleted. And that can leave me feeling resentful. So I need to be aware of that. I'm becoming more aware of that. You know, I need to take care of myself. Even though I see potential in others and I want to do everything I can, what about me? And it's not their fault, it's my fault. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out what archetypes those are. That's related to. It's definitely something that's in my history. So I'm sure it's part of my contract, helping others. And it also mentioned relationships and healthy toxic relationships and what chakras come into play with healthy versus toxic relationships. And I have an idea what's going on with that. Not that I'm in a relationship, but I've been in relationships, and it's interesting to look at what's happening with that. So anyway, let's read the next chapter, which is the 7th chakra. Lesson. Live in the present moment. Power. Inner divinity. Faith in the divine. Strengths. Faith in the divine, as well as inner guidance. Insight into healing. Devotion. Shadow. The need to know why things happen as they do, which causes you to live in the past. I'm just going to sit back. My back hurts a little bit this morning. Did do some stretching though. Using your imagination, picture your archetypes descending into your 7th chakra. Well, I'm personally not quite sure which chakras, which archetypes are mine, but I'm going to go over that. I'm going to finish reading the book first. Using your imagination, picture your archetypes descending into your 7th chakra, which is located just above your crown of your head. This is the area of your psycho-physical body where the divine energy, prana, chi, or the life force of the universe enters your physical energy system. This is the initial point at which each archetypical pattern becomes personalized into your life. The universal child archetype, for instance, takes on the characteristics of your own inner child. At the 7th chakra, the child may announce itself in the form of inspiration or imagination, the ability to see things afresh without preconceptions. Our 7th chakra, childlike inspirations, musings, or dreams coax us to make those dreams come true. In your lower chakras, the child patterns can be identified within physical expressions from childlike glee to petulance. On the material plane, the seventh chakra will will evaluate the spiritual implications of an event or relationship, advising you whether it serves your highest potential. The seventh chakra's energy resonates within the imagination, which is the greatest potential of the human spirit and the physical body. When athletes first aimed to run a 4-minute mile, or aerospace engineers imagined that they could put a man on the moon, their idea of what was possible was a seventh chakra image. Every greater vision manifests as a personal goal when it descends into the sixth chakra, where visionary energy allies with that of the rational mind. In the Indian system, the seventh chakra is known as the 1,000-petal lotus, an indication of the tremendous potential energy it holds, the locale of our spiritual aspiration and development. This energy center's power becomes available to us through meditation. The ancients described mystical experiences as a sudden expansion of the energy of the seventh chakra flooding into the psyche and soul, elevating one's entire being to a level of consciousness that is fully transcendent of the physical world. Over a century ago, the Canadian psychologist R.M. Buke labeled this experience cosmic consciousness. He believed that humanity was on the path to evolutionary change from self-consciousness to cosmic or spiritual consciousness, and he felt that this change would parallel the prehistoric shift from animal awareness to self-consciousness that marked the emergence of Homo sapiens. Buke based his theory on his experience of a moment of illumination in 1872, as well as the records of mystical experiences of extraordinary individuals, including the Buddha, Jesus, St. Paul Plotinus, Muhammad, Dante, St. John of the Cross, William Blake, Walt Whitman, Balzac, Spinoza, and Sri Ramakrishna. His evidence suggested to him that the human spiritual evolution was accelerating. While the third chakra is your seat of self-esteem and gut intuition, your seventh chakra energy center can inspire you to see beyond the limited range of the separate self and into transpersonal or cosmic vision. In an epiphany or awakening, the priorities of your inner perceptions are recorded to perceive the presence of the divine within your life. Einstein's discoveries of universal laws relied on the energy of the seventh chakra. Visionaries who foresaw great possibilities for humankind, such as Martin Luther King Jr., Gandhi, and Abraham Lincoln, also work through the energy of this center. So that's interesting because I'm kind of doing that right now. There's a project I'm working on with someone that is needing the seventh chakra. Oh wait, hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read what archetypes we dropped off at. I think the last archetype I read was God. So let's see what we got going on here. God, right? Yeah, now we're at Goddess. The oldest religious tradition on earth may well be goddess worship, which some archaeologists trace back further than 30,000 years. It was certainly natural to worship the archetype of woman as the source of all life, especially in the age before male warriors replaced her with the combative sky gods. The connection of fertility with exaggerated sexual attributes found in ancient statue of the goddess survives in modern worship of screen goddesses such as Marilyn Monroe and Jane Mansfield. The goddess can be inspiring to women, embodying wisdom, guidance, physical grace, athletic prowess, and sensuality. This aspect is awakened by our relation to the goddesses of various spiritual traditions, including Kali, Durga, and Uma in India, Tara in Tibet, Kuan Yin in China, and many manifestations of Mary, the mother of Jesus, in Western belief, such as Our Lady of Guadalupe or the Black Madonna of Czestochowa. The shadow side of the goddess emerges from the exploration of the feminine power, including exploitation or overindulgence of movie stars and fashion models. Identifying with a goddess figure as a major archetype in your chart requires that you review lifelong associations with the image of personality associated with it. Athena is the able-bodied warrior woman, as well as the classic powerful woman beyond the throne. Today we see this power re-emerging in popular form in neo-mythic characters such as Xena the warrior princess and Buffy the vampire slayer. Attractive women who are also strong and capable. The energy of Venus, Aphrodite, is prevalent in women who form their self-image strongly around their sexuality. Study the specific qualities of each goddess and evaluate how much of your sense of self is reflected in one of these patterns. Beginning with a few of the most familiar names from the Roman Greek pantheon: Venus, Aphrodite, love and fertility; Diana, Artemis, nature and hunting; Minerva, Athena, strength, clear thinking; Caesar, Demeter, motherhood; Juno, Hera, queenship and partnership; Proserpina, Persephone, mysticism and mediumship; Sophia, wisdom. Films: Kim Stanley, The Goddess; Ava Gardner in One Touch of Venus; Marilyn Monroe, The Seven-Year Itch; Mira Sorvina, The Mighty Aphrodite; fiction: She by H. Rider Haggard. Religion and myth: every culture in the world has a mythological stories portraying the power of the goddess. Besides those mentioned above, you can choose from Tara and Kuan Yin to Tibetan and Chinese bodhisattvas of compassion, Amaterasu Omigami, Shinto sun goddess, Shakti, Hindu personification of energy as divine mother, Bronwen, Celtic goddess of love and beauty, Oshun, East African Yoruba goddess of pleasure, love, and beauty, Panjen Lian, Chinese goddess of prostitution, Frigg, North goddess of marriage, motherhood, childbirth, and midwifery, Turan, Etruscan goddess of love, health, and fertility.